Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Princess Lily and baby coming in with another week's edition. I hope you guys have been enjoying my pregnancy series so far. If you're new here, we make faith-based content. We're all about faith, lifestyle, and beauty. I'll be getting back to the lifestyle and beauty very soon. I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share my content. Thank you so much, guys, for the subscribers. Can we, share a bit more and get this channel to 300, especially with this series, guys. I feel like especially my fertility journey can really be helping, and it can bring somebody out there closure, and it can bring a lot of light, shed a lot of light surrounding fertility issues. When it comes to fertility issues, I feel like generally it is a topic that we tend to shy away from as people, as a country as a whole. We tend to shy from, being open and honest and having honest, raw conversations about fertility issues. I remember when we first started this journey, my prayer had always been, goodness, I do not want to go through a miscarriage. For me, it was more of the shame rather than anything else, and I realized how wrong that is, not wanting to go through something just because of what people are going to say. That is very wrong on its own. Of course, I wouldn't desire that generally, but it shouldn't be based just solely because of what are people going to say. Same as my fertility journey, it has always been kind of I don't want to say kind of scary for me to talk about, because it's something, like I said, that is rarely talked about. All right, so in this last video of this series, today I'm going to be talking about my third trimester, how that went, and just my whole experience. And then I'm going to tell you some little nuggets of things that I discovered for myself as I was going through my journey. So, my third trimester was a roller coaster. It was up and down. My first trimester, very, very low. I was very, very, very sick, like I said. Second trimester, I got a window. Actually, let me make this clear. By second trimester, I mean the 7th month, just month 7. This is even the third trimester, hey. So my first and second trimesters were terrible. So my 7th month, I was walking, I was cooking, I was cleaning, I was the girl that I thought I was. I had all this energy, I was jumping up and down. I did my maternity shoot at the end of my 7th month. I did my maternity shoot at 8 months. My friends threw me a baby sprinkle. I was the girl. I was going out. I was meeting up with friends. It was just beautiful. 9th month. Tell me why at the end of my 8th month, I am tired. Everything hurts. I am having those blackouts again. I can't walk. I can't eat again. Nobody tells you this, but it's as if your 9th month, you are going back to your first trimester. I'm nauseous. I don't know what to eat. That metallic feeling in the month 7 and 8, that metallic feeling, it wasn't as strong. But 9th month, I can't taste anything. Tasty in my mouth at all. It's just the craziest thing, because I'm always like, I can't wait. People are always like, I can't wait to lie on my back. I can't wait to sleep on my stomach. And I'm like, I can't wait to eat food and actually taste them. I can't wait to enjoy food, because right now I don't really enjoy food, The funny thing about my pregnancy is that each and every 3 months, each and every trimester, you're supposed to be doing tests. My practitioners, when I came back to Gabs, I continued with going to see the private practitioner as well as the government practitioner. None of them were giving tests. It was the most random, weird thing ever. And I would always find myself like, what? Why aren't these people like taking tests? And I would ask them, and basically they just felt like I'm having a normal, good pregnancy and nothing has changed. I did do tests when they were worried about my swollen feet, which were just out of control. But after physio, they came down and everything was okay again. At the beginning of my second trimester, Dr. Museta informed us that he intends on going back to school. He's gone to do fertility specialty, and this was a hard pill to swallow. He then engaged a partner, a lady, a new gyna, which means that we have a new gyna. And she came in at the end of my 6th month. It was stressful and scary because I'm changing gynas midway of my pregnancy. It was a weird thing, honestly speaking, because you build a relationship with your gynae, and I didn't know how to take it, but I trusted in the decision that he made with regards to this doctor, and I went with her. There are people that my friends, gynaes that my friends did suggest, but I was like, let me just stay with this one. She turned out to be really good. We have a good relationship. She's also a Christian, and she's really good. She's a very sweet lady. She's Dr. Morerin Tabele, and so far she's amazing. She's reassuring. She understands that I'm a first-time mom. She gives me time. She really gives me time in the consultation room, and I don't feel rushed when I go to the appointments. Because she was new, she was coming from government. She had a problem registering with the medical aids, right? So she had a problem with claiming for funds, and this went on for like 2 months, which means that she was not claiming anything. I'd like to believe she gave us free services for 2 months. I'd like to believe that. This was very kind of her, because we really didn't want to change now that we had settled in with her, right? And then when we approached 37 weeks, she was like, guys, I can't do this anymore. If these people don't register me by the end of your 37 weeks, I'm going to have to refer you to another gynae. This was honestly one of the hardest things, because having to go to a third gynae for me was daunting. It was like, goodness, having to change again. I really didn't want that. And I remember telling my husband, let us pray about this, let us just give this to God. And Alice, they registered her, and we are continuing with her, and it's very much perfect. It's very much good. We are having a good experience and looking forward to labor. Overall, I've had a good experience when it comes to my doctors. My midwife, like I said, in Maung, she was the best. When I came back here, I don't want to mention where let me mention where I went. I went to the University of Botswana because I am a student there. So there's a clinic there. And, well, they changed weekly, the midwives, but there's this one particular midwife, you know yourself, sir. Like, he would be googling stuff and I'm just there. Like, you know, they take your urine sample each and every time you go for an appointment. And then he was googling what the glucose thing meant. I was like, sir, excuse me, are you serious? That was the last time that I went there, because I was like, this is a waste of my time. It honestly was. So here is a list of things that I got to realize, or I just got to discover for myself as a first-time preggers, right? It's never too early to buy baby stuff. Start as early as possible. Excuse me. Another thing, I tend to burp a lot. This is very, very weird. I am always burping ever since I got pregnant. I never used to be a burpsy person, you know. I did mention in a previous video that I wasn't as bloated as people say they are. I didn't suffer with constipation, no. In fact, maybe it's because I eat a lot of fiber. I'm very intentional about that. More every morning, it's oats or all bran flakes, you know, those kind of things, and be having prune juice, so I don't really suffer. Maybe that's why with the diarrhea, hey, but it did help me. Hey, being bloated, imagine not being able to eat plus struggling with being bloated. Hey, ain't no way. So with me, I started baby shopping stuff in my 7th month when I got my energy back. This was a bad idea because now I was feeling overwhelmed. I remember crying twice I cried in the shop, and because it was very overwhelming, I didn't know where to start. I didn't even know where to buy. I went back home. I was with my husband. I went back home and I was like, you know what? So I asked 3 of my friends, 2 friends and a cousin, to draw me up a list of things to get, both for baby and me. Their lists were very similar, so I took that and I customized them for myself. Another important thing that I realized is that in as much as we're getting advice from people, from friends, I'm also going to be giving you advice. Customize it to yourself. Trust your maternal instincts. Trust that you are the mother. Most importantly, you know the budget of your household. You know how much you're willing to spend, and be realistic, because people in the internet are going to be telling you to be buying 20,000 Bula strollers, and because it's isofix, there are isofix things that are very cheaper. This is now in terms of like strollers and car seats. I just recently learned about isofix, not that like I'm all of a sudden a guru. No, you know, so you know your budget and don't be afraid. What I did was I went through to the major malls, to the major stores. I went to Serurubele. This is a center that sells baby stuff. It's run by Bula Medical Aid, but anybody can walk in to buy. I'll also go into that, the medical aids and discounts and bonuses, in a few moments. So I went there. I went to Game City, where I checked game stores. I checked Ackermans, Pep, Woolworths, Edgar's, just to see what they have in terms of clothes, just to feel the fabrics, just to in different stores, so that I have a clear perspective. You know, I'm having a winter baby, so that I feel how heavy the clothes are or not. Yeah. So then in Game, I was looking at the big things like strollers, cord, car seat, those kind of things. Then I went to the Fields Mall. In the Fields, there was really nothing but clothing stores, but Pep Home did really help me in terms of getting things like storage containers, you know, those kind of things. Then I went to, also, I got to compare the different discounts. The discount in the Fields Mall, the stuff is really friendly and handy. And what I liked about the Fields Mall is their baby section they've really sectioned their store very well. Unlike in Airport Junction, I hated that the store is all over the place. Like, you'd be getting bras in a different section, you'd be getting baby diapers in a different section. It was really confusing, but I like that, they've put the baby maternity section stuff in one place. So I just know that I'm heading to that aisle, and that's it. And then in Airport Junction, I got to go to Babies R Us, and I really got to compare prices. And contrary to popular belief, Babies R Us was really cheaper on my end. I got my major things like strollers, car seats, those kind of big things at Babies R Us. Breast pump, sterilizer, all those big things, I got them there. What I would do is I would find the ones that I like in the shop, take pictures, especially of the prices, and then I would go back home and compare. This is usually how I do my shopping. I don't just get up and go shopping. I plan a day to go window shopping, and then the next time is now to do the shopping. Maybe one day when I'm a rich aunt and stuff, I'll just be able to get up and go. So that is what I did. And I like to go to the shop, unlike looking at things online, so that I can have a feel of those things and really get to see for myself, how these things are. So it's not really, I know people are super paranoid, super superstitious, but start your shopping as soon as possible. You don't want to be overwhelmed. Ask your friends for lists, ask your family members for lists on things to buy, and then, you customize that to yourself, One thing that I realized is these shops always have discounts and, for mummies and babies. In Discam, if you purchase things in the mummy and baby section for 1,500, you get a Discam goodie bag. It's going to be coming up in What's My Hospital bag in the next week's video. So you get that. In Clicks, you definitely getting 10% discount each and every baby purchase things. In Babies R Us, it's also a 10% discount. And then Bula, if you're with Bula Medical Aid, I'm with Bula Medical Aid, you get the baby hamper. Like, it's just a list of gifts. So you just register for these kind of things. So it's very good. Go to these shops and ask, do you have some sort of discount plan going on, okay? And then another thing that I have discovered is that I need to discuss your birthing plan as soon as possibly could. The first time we went for that gynae appointment, we discussed my birthing plan with my doctor, who was Dr. Museta before he left. Even the new doctor, when she came, we still continued with the birthing plan, so that you are preparing yourself. And it's very good to attend classes. Pula Baby, they gave us a very good material so they gave us classes first trimester, second trimester, and third trimester, which came with gifts like a birthing ball. You'd be getting your whatever kind of hampers that they'll be giving at that time. So it's very good to be aware and make use of these free classes that you can get. In as much as we are relying on the internet, it's always good to have somebody teaching you, whereby you can ask the relevant questions. As things keep updating, you can't be taking all your information from your mom who had you 30 years ago. So I made use of this. Also, the hospital that we are going to be delivering at, GPH, offers classes. They also offer with these classes a tour of the birthing unit, and you're just made familiar with everything. As you discuss your birthing plan, discuss the cost of everything. Make sure that you are level-headed, okay, so that you plan better. You don't want any sort of surprises. So we sat down with our doctor, who was giving us their fees, because there are fees that you pay, there are fees that the medical aid covers, right? They're just those standard fees. It's not even part of the 10%, right? So we also got to, so these different doctors, obviously they deliver at different hospitals. Also, you need to be able to know which hospital you want to deliver at. And it's not wrong if your gynae doesn't deliver at that particular hospital. You can ask her to make a recommendation of one of her colleagues, because they know each other. Our gynae, told us that in Bokamoso Hospital there's Dr. So-and-so that I can refer you to. In Sidilaha there's Dr. So-and-so that I can, these are the private hospitals, right? And then she delivers at GPH. Since we want her to be helping us deliver our baby, GPH, it was perfectly fine. And not all these hospitals offer a nursery. In GPH, what I do know is they do offer a nursery. So I definitely wanted a nursery in GPH. So I was like, child, in no way, book that GPH appointment. Plus, I was very comfortable with my gynae, and I wanted her to be the one delivering our baby. But make sure that you do familiarize yourself with the different hospitals. Go around and ask their fees, ask how they charge, ask the C-section charges, because the hospital fees are different from the doctor's fees. So you definitely need a roundup of the hospital fees, and you definitely need a roundup of the doctor's fees. So it's very, very important, get a feel of their maternal and delivery rooms. You ask that you are a paying client, and you definitely need to know what you're getting yourself into. As far as seeing the unit and everything, I wasn't very particular about that, but it put my husband at ease. It also put his mind at ease, knowing like what's going to be going on, even in the delivery room. Get to know the pediatricians that are based at those hospitals, right? You should be able to find out information about this pediatrician, and after your experience with them, definitely know which pediatrician you would like to help your baby in future. Because, remember this, not only is your gynae going to be helping you, they're not going to be checking on your baby afterwards, right? Familiarize yourself with baby accessories, baby stroller, baby cot, sterilizer, all these things. I was at the shop and babies are ours, and I'm like, assemble these things, because I don't want a situation where I trust you, my husband, baby, I love you, I trust you. I didn't want a situation whereby we are now fighting over why is this stroller taking, because my niece we ended up even not using her stroller because it wasn't assembled correctly. It was like these choppy trolleys that are always doing some sort of dance. So I'm like to these people, hey, assemble these things for us, show us and teach us how they are done, because I want value for my money, basically. So I took out the stroller, the sterilizer, used it beforehand, wash your baby's clothes, so that you also know which kind of soaps and detergents you want to be using for your baby. Just familiarize yourself with all these baby stuff before baby arrives. Buy newborn clothes, guys. I know a situation whereby people don't get newborn clothes because they're like, oh, baby is going to be wearing this for a week. I know a friend of mine was like, she would try to take cute newborn pictures of her baby, and the onesies would be like this. It's just a struggle. Okay, get newborn clothes. Even if they're not a lot, I didn't get a lot of outfits. I got outfits to get us through the week. I got 8 outfits. That way, if he is wearing 7 outfits, then this one they'll be wearing during wash day. The reason, obviously, you can't get a whole lot, but come on, it's like a tiny little baby. You can't expect them to exactly be fitting in 0 to 3 months. Happen, you can also see as they are being weighed, because obviously some babies are big. So as you go for your scan, the weight of your baby, so you can see okay, we're at 40 weeks and that 3.4. Definitely 0 to 3 is going to be a little bit big, and you want your baby to be snugged and cozy. You don't want them to be wearing like big clothes. And I did get a lot of 0 to 3 months, of course, but mostly I got 0 to 3 months. But I did get, like I'm saying, those newborn outfits, because some babies, they can be, and my friend's baby was 3.4 kg, but she's a short baby, so newborn clothes fit her quite well. It would make sense, for you to get yourself those newborn clothes, because even if their weight is high, like I'm saying, my friend's baby was a short baby. So these are some of the things that I just got to realize as a pregger, and I hope these tips can help you guys move on with your journey. Above all, trust your maternal instinct. I remember asking my doctor, how am I going to know that I'm in labor? How am I going to know that it's time for me to push? And she's like, honey, trust your maternal instinct. Above all, trust in God. He's the giver of life. I remember thinking, oh my goodness, I just want to protect my baby from this harsh world. Baby, you belong to God. He gave us this wonderful gift that is this baby, and he belongs to him. Trust that God got you above all. All the best in your journeys, new mamas and mamas who are going in for the second time. I did not know that there are mamas who are trying for their second babies, and it's really difficult and it's hard on them. And I didn't know that even second time or third time moms, they can also struggle with infertility, insecurity, and just, the longing of wanting another baby. I'm praying over your lives, and I'm just praying that God gives you the desires of your heart. God is very good. He's gracious, and find peace and comfort in him during these journeys, as you are trusting him for your babies. I love you so much. In the next week video, we are going to be seeing my maternity photo shoot as well as my baby sprinkle. I'm going to be doing my gender reveal. Baby will be here, and then I'm going to be also revealing the name that we agreed on for baby. And I'm also going to do, the next week's video is going to be a lot. It's also going to be a nesting video where you see what's in my hospital bag and a bit of the things that I bought for baby. So be looking out for that as we wrap up this pregnancy month. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. It's your girl, Princess Lily and baby.